Today we will talk on solar trees. Solar tree is a tree like a structure. Basically, it is a structure on which solar panels are installed for generation of solar power. As we know that this is not a natural tree, so it has a limited components like trunk, as it is in a tree, branches. Branches are also there in a natural tree, and leaves. As I told that it is a structure, so foundation is also required for a solar tree. This can be simulated like a root in a natural tree. Solar tree generates its own food through its leaves for itself and others. Uh, a tree generates its own food through its leaves for itself and others. Similarly, a solar tree also generates power from its leaves for others surely, and if connected in itself, then maybe for self also. It means that for generation of power or food, tree and solar tree are similar and they have similar concept. If we talk about aesthetics of a solar tree, then this is to be considered. We know in a natural tree, we also provide support during its initial growth, and that is only for aesthetics, so that its trunk or stem just remains vertical. And since solar tree is a structure, aesthetic is also important here, and rather more important. Hence different type of designs are followed in whenever we design the solar trees, and it acts like a sculpture also. So you can see various type of designs, and they are available on internet. You will find that different type of designs are available for solar trees. But main thing is functional requirement. As solar trees for generating solar power, function is very important. Hence, few things are to be considered in the proposal. One is location, where sunlight is available for most of the daytime, and then orientation of branches where solar PV panels are installed, so that they get sun during most of the time of the day. Then shades of panels should not fall on each other, so that the generation is optimum. And then for we are to see the structural stability of the structure, that is also important. If we discuss about components of solar trees, then as we know that foundation is required in these trees because of being a structure. Then trunk is similar to a tree, so normally this may be of hollow pipe sections or frames of structural steel sections. Then branches of steel sections or similar material for supporting solar panels. Then let us discuss one case study, and this case study is of solar trees provided in National Salt Satyagraha Memorial, Dandi, Gujarat. Work was executed by CPWD, and this memorial was designed by IIT Mumbai. So trunk you can see on the right side. This was prepared from at a 8 mm thick MS plate, bent to shape and jointed with arc welding from circular members of 866 mm outer dia. Though you see this design is not fixed, it is to be designed as per the site conditions, as per the requirements, but in this case 8 mm thick MS plate was used. Then branches, each solar tree had 12 branches, They were made from 316 grade SS stainless steel pipe of 114 mm outer dia and 6 mm wall thickness, and they were bent to 12 different angles uh, for 12 branches, and they were supporting these were supporting leaves and facilitating formation of one inclined plane surface for all leaves of the tree. Then let us talk about the leaves. Each leaf comprises of supporting frame in 316 grade SS section. Then bottom cover with the 2 mm thick SS plate molded to shape and with the protrusions similar to wings of natural leaves. You will see the photograph also. Then connecting member with branches in the 316 grade SS. Then PV module on top fixed on supporting frame and wiring. See these three photographs shown on top side. So this you can see that wings like structure just um, like natural one, and then you can see these are being prepared for installation, and then wiring also you can see. So these were supported, and you see the concept shown on bottom left, and right side you can see the solar trees. And then finally they were completed, and you can see the view of solar trees in Dandi Memorial, Gujarat. Another view which you can see in the campus, another view of the solar trees. And this memorial has 41 solar trees, each has 12 leaves as we have already discussed, and generation capacity is 182 kilowatt peak. And let me tell you that this is a net plus energy campus. It means that whatever amount of energy is being produced by solar trees, it is more than what is required in the campus. So that's why it is net plus energy campus. Though very little structures are there in the memorial site, that's why it is does not require that much capacity, that much electric power which it is generating. That's why it is being given to the grid. And this is the final concept of the memorial, where you can see the different components, um, water leak, then crystal, solar panels on right side, and so on, all greenery. And let us talk about the potential of technology. Due to many areas available in our country where solar light is available without much vegetation, and trees are also not available there. Even growing of trees is difficult, so there we can use them. And even it can be used on commercial scale in arid land conditions, which produce no crops, and then it will be beneficial to farmers also, and government and society as well. On rocky areas where we have the plot where we develop parks and gardens, and in some part we can have uh, solar trees where it is not even possible to fill up the good soil earth, or it is very costly. So there also they can be installed, and we can harness the solar power from there. And advantage is that when we have only single solar PV panel, that it generates only that much power, but we have a tree, then a large amount of our power can be generated. That is the beauty of this, and it is not on the ground. So on the ground also we can make use of the ground for something else. Then even we can think to install solar trees on dry footpaths which do not have much of vegetation or trees. Then we can even think on for installation on wide central verges of expressways and highways. And then there may be many more places as per the feasibility. But no doubt this is a little costly. But overall, when we when we derive the payback period, it may be cheaper. So I think there is a large potential of technology in our country. Thanks for attending. I am KM Soni, ADG retired from CPO. Thanks a lot.